What if I told you that a small Anatolian beylik would one day become one of the world's most powerful empires? Yes, we're talking about the Ottoman Empire. This incredible journey began in the 13th century under the leadership of a man named Osman I. From a modest start, his vision and leadership laid the foundation of an empire that would span across Europe, Asia, and Africa. The strategic location of the fledgling empire, straddling the continents of Europe and Asia, proved to be a significant advantage. It allowed the Ottomans to control key trade routes and to expand their influence across borders. Early successes were many, with the empire expanding its territory across the Balkans and Eastern Europe. These humble beginnings, however, were merely the first strokes on the canvas of a rich and complex history. From these modest roots sprouted an empire that would leave an indelible mark on world history. Imagine an empire so vast and influential that its golden age lasted for 3 centuries. This golden age was ushered in by Sultan Mehmed II, a ruler whose audacious ambitions led to the conquest of Constantinople in 1453. With this victory, the Byzantine Empire's 1,000-year reign was brought to an end, and the Ottoman Empire's ascension was marked. Following Mehmed, Selim I took the reins. His reign was defined by significant territorial growth and the consolidation of political power. His conquests extended the empire's reach into North Africa, and he effectively established Ottoman authority over the Islamic holy cities of Mecca and Medina. But the real heights of the Golden Age were reached under Suleiman the Magnificent. His reign was not only marked by military conquests and territorial expansion, but also by a cultural and architectural renaissance. The arts flourished, and magnificent architectural feats like the Suleymaniye Mosque were constructed, symbolizing the empire's might. Under Suleiman, the empire reached the peak of its naval power, dominating the Mediterranean, Red Sea, and Persian Gulf. His ambitious campaigns further extended Ottoman rule into Europe, marking the furthest extent of Ottoman expansion. This was a time of cultural, political, and military growth, an era when the Ottoman Empire was the epicenter of interactions between the East and the West. This was the Ottoman Empire at its zenith, a force to be reckoned with on the global stage. But what happens when an empire that has grown so vast begins to crumble? Let's journey into the era of the slow decline of the Ottoman Empire, a period characterized by a series of unfortunate events, military defeats, and internal strife. The empire, once a beacon of might and power, began to lose its grip as it faced one military defeat after another. The loss of territories was not just a geographical setback, but a blow to the empire's prestige and morale. But it wasn't just military failures that spelled doom. Within the empire, internal strife was brewing. Factionalism and power struggles sapped the strength of the empire, creating cracks in its once unyielding structure. Meanwhile, the empire's economy was taking a hit. Trade routes were disrupted, and the empire found itself increasingly unable to compete with the burgeoning economies of European powers. The once prosperous empire was now caught in an economic quagmire, and the cost of sustaining such a vast empire was becoming untenable. And let's not forget the unsuccessful attempts at reform and modernization. While the empire made commendable efforts to modernize and keep pace with the changing world, these attempts were often met with resistance, both internally and externally. The growing influence of European powers, both politically and economically, further accelerated the decline. The empire, which had once held sway over vast territories, was now losing its grip. Despite their best efforts, the Ottomans couldn't halt the inevitable downfall of their once mighty empire. So how does an empire cease to exist? As we dive into the final years of the Ottoman Empire, we see a world in turmoil. The empire was drawn into the vortex of World War I, a conflict that would shake the foundations of the old world. Despite valiant efforts, the empire found itself on the losing side. In the aftermath, the once mighty empire was partitioned by the victors. Its rich territories, the gems of continents, were divided, marking the end of 6 centuries of Ottoman rule. Yet, from the ashes rose a new nation, the Republic of Turkey, under the steadfast leadership of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. He steered this fledgling nation towards modernity, laying down the blueprint of a secular democratic republic. And so the curtains fell on the Ottoman Empire. Its grandeur may have faded, but its echoes reverberate through time. Thus ended the Ottoman Empire, a remarkable chapter in the annals of history. So, what remains of the Ottoman Empire today? The empire's echoes can be heard in the rhythm of Turkish music, seen in the grandeur of Istanbul's architecture, and felt in the political landscape of the Middle East. Its cultural imprints are woven into the fabric of Turkey and beyond, shaping identities and traditions. The empire's legal and educational systems continue to influence contemporary societies. The Ottoman Empire may be gone, but its legacy lives on, a testament to its enduring influence in world history.